Seen you there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we know. But seriously speaking, the Trump effect, I've been talking about the undercover Trump voter for months, but people say it's shy, it's hidden, they don't want to admit. They're misunderstanding what I mean. Undercover are all these people who say to themselves, I have an excuse to vote against her, I need a reason to vote for him. They have the reason now. They like the 100-day plan, they like the repealing, replacing Obamacare, they love defeating radical Islam.
I like what he offered, a new deal for Black America.
Yeah, it's all of that, but really, Sean, in the end, are people going to cast a vote for somebody who's never done this before? That's really the undercover Trump vote. And are people going to go against their own either partisan predilections or their past voting behavior? And you see a lot of that. I mean, when Hillary Clinton promised to put the coal industry out of work, that message, it was supposed to be about West Virginia, but it traveled across to Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. Now, and I've got to also credit our running mate, Governor Pence. He's the governor of Indiana. He helps a great deal with the upper Midwest states where we're now competitive.
All right, it's going to be a busy night.
I'll see you on Victory Night. Thank you.
And coming up, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani responds to the news today about James Comey. Also, Sheriff David Clark, Judge Jeanine Pirro, all here on the special edition of Hannity. It's a great job.
Now it's up to the American people to deliver justice at the ballot box on November 8th. Hillary Clinton is guilty. She knows it. The FBI knows it. The people know it. And now it's up to the American people to deliver justice at the ballot box on November 8th. Unbelievable what she gets away with.
Donald Trump earlier tonight in Michigan attacking Hillary Clinton over this corrupt email server scandal. Here with reaction, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Mr. Giuliani, Mr. Mayor, I want your reaction. Can anybody understand James Comey? Because mishandling classified information is a crime. He admitted she lied repeatedly. Having your maid print out classified information, isn't that a crime?
Well, of course it is, Sean. You know, way back in July when we discussed it, I thought Jim Comey reached by far the wrong decision. There was overwhelming evidence that she violated the law. Now, since then, we have this additional evidence that she was giving classified material to her maid who was printing it out for her. And the way it's described in the WikiLeaks email, it was done routinely. Routinely. So if she was completely reckless back in July, this addition of her maid handling classified top secret material routinely makes her beyond recklessly careless. It puts her in the category of intentional crime. Also today, two other major revelations took place that have been buried. Apparently, according to Doug Band, money was used from the Clinton Foundation to pay for the Chelsea Clinton wedding and to pay for a decade of life for them. And then there was a cautionary email sent saying that Chelsea better stop talking about this. And beyond that, there's another email that points out that Chelsea's husband, with Chelsea's help, was going to foundation donors and raising money for his hedge fund. My goodness, I prosecuted major Wall Street stock fraud cases.
What is the average American to think when, the FBI...
As racketeering cases. I never had evidence like this.
In other words...
I would have won the cases in 2 weeks instead of 6 if I had evidence like this.
So we have a two-tier justice system. We have or is the FBI saying it's okay to use BleachBit now to delete subpoenaed emails? Is that not... What if I do that? What if you do that?
Or to allow maids to send out classified information who do not have top security clearances. There is a sailor who is sitting in prison because he took 2 or 3 pictures on a submarine.
Christian Saucier is his name.
We're supposed to be a country of justice. Look, using foundation money for their daughter's wedding when they are multimillionaires says to me, once a crook, always a crook. They go back to Arkansas where there were small crooks.
Why hasn't Comey well, first of all, we have we have other FBI agents saying that 5 foreign intelligence agencies, 99% certainty, they've got everything. So she did corrupt our emails. She put it on a server that wasn't secure in the closet of a bathroom of a mom and pop shop. It was hacked into. 5 foreign intelligence agencies get it. Why doesn't he say anything about the Clinton Foundation? Why won't he even acknowledge an investigation's ongoing?
And did they interview Marina Santos, the maid?
Yeah.
As far as I could tell, they never interviewed her. That would be incompetence. That would be breach of any kind of protocol you would have in the FBI. According to these emails, she routinely was using classified information and sending it along to Hillary Clinton. That is a direct violation of at least 4 federal statutes that you and I started talking about a year ago. I never knew the evidence was as strong as this. And then if you think about the fact, there are a lot of people out there who spend a lot of money on their daughter's wedding, and it comes out of their pocket, and it's hard-earned cash. And these people who are multimillionaires were taking money out of the Clinton Foundation that supposedly is supposed to help poor people, and they were paying for their daughter's wedding and for a decade of her life.
All right.
Come on. Are they crooks?
Who's going to win,
Of
Mr.
course
Mayor?
they
We
are.
got to roll.
And they have been since Arkansas, and the liberal press has allowed them to get away with it. And I don't think the American people are going to want to have the Clinton Inc. massive criminal conspiracy
Are
in
you
the White
confident
House.
Donald Trump wins on Tuesday night?
I am confident in the wisdom of the American people in wanting to have a man who wants to drain the swamp in Washington,
I love
wants
that
to
phrase.
clean this out, and wants to make rules that would prohibit all of this.
All right, Mr. Mayor, thank you for being with us as always. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Coming up, Donald Trump campaigning today in 5 different states. Coming up next, Sheriff David Clark, Judge Jeanine Pirro. They're here with their reaction and Tuesday predictions on this special edition of Hannity. And welcome back to Hannity. So only 2 days to go. Donald Trump campaigning today in 5 different states. He's headed to Virginia right now, and he has one more stop even tonight. Joining us with reaction, Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark, the host of Justice, Judge Jeanine Pirro. Sheriff, where do you see it now?
I still see the wind at Donald Trump's back. Look, I've been in 7 different cities in 5 different states over the last 3 or 4 days on behalf of Donald Trump, and I'm seeing a very energized and motivated electorate. They can't wait. Many of them have already taken advantage of early voting, but they can't wait, those that haven't, to cast their ballot for Donald Trump. All Donald Trump has to do right now is close the deal with the American people. They want to vote for him. Look, I haven't seen somebody work this hard for president in the last 25 to 30 years. He's out hustling Mrs. Bill Clinton right now, and I still believe that he's going to be the 45th president of the United States based on the energy and the motivation of his electorate, and that's what you need at election time.
What do you feel, Judge?
You know, I think that Donald Trump has hit at issues that politicians haven't talked about, whether it's immigration, the refugees. People believe that he can deliver jobs. And I think that as long as Donald stays on message for the next 48 hours, I think that people understand.
You mean not go on Twitter in the next 48 hours?
Yeah, as long as they take that BlackBerry or that iPhone away from him. Look, I agree with Sheriff Clark. I think that Donald Trump has hit a note with the American public all over this country.
What do you make of what happened today with James Comey?
You know what? I don't think people care about that anymore. I think people think Washington is corrupt. They've had it with Washington. He says yes, he says no, he says maybe, he says reckless, he says there's prima facie case, maybe there isn't, maybe there. Nobody cares anymore. Everyone has made up their mind.
We do know she's a liar. We know she's corrupt, and she knows she's self-enriching.
You know what we know even more than that?
We know she broke the law.
A pervert has our classified information on his laptop, and who else has it? We don't know. But I don't have time for that. I do have time
5 foreign national intelligence agencies hacked that email, 99%.
Well, there's no question about that, but let me ask you this. If WikiLeaks...
Go on, you take over the show. Welcome to Justice with Judge Jeanine. You go ahead, take over.
But if WikiLeaks...
I'm a potted plant here. Why do I ask your own question and answer it?
I'll be quiet now.
No, I'm kidding.
You want to know? Okay, if WikiLeaks can get all of the White House, everybody, all of the senators, Secretary of State, you know that WikiLeaks has our classified information too.
And so do the Russians, and so do the Iranians, and so do the Chinese. You know, I know you work in the rule of law, Sheriff, and it's clear what she did, having a server mishandled, deleting, obstructing, all of this is a crime. Would I not be in jail today? Would Judge Jeanine not be in jail today?
Yeah.
Would you, Sheriff, not be in jail today? We don't have